Rosalind Russell, a prominent figure in classic Hollywood, has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. As we explore her life, intriguing lesser-known facts and anecdotes come to light. Did you know about her lesser-publicized experiences that might fascinate you? Keep watching to uncover the funny, shocking, and sometimes poignant aspects of her journey. We invite you to share your cherished memories or personal experiences related to this iconic actor in the comments below. There's much more to discover, so stay tuned for the unexpected twists and turns in Rosalind Russell's story. Rosalind Russell, a prominent figure in classic Hollywood, has an extensive filmography that spans various genres, showcasing her exceptional talent. For those unfamiliar with her work, exploring her films takes you on an interesting journey through cinema history. One notable project is the comedy His Girl Friday, where her perfect comedic timing and chemistry with Cary Grant earned critical acclaim. Another noteworthy film is Auntie Mame, where she delivered an outstanding performance as the eccentric and lively Mame Dennis. If you're interested in her dramatic skills, The Women is a classic choice. The ensemble piece highlights Russell's ability to navigate characters in a tale of high society and relationships. Additionally, Picnic shows her versatility in a role that adds depth to the story. For those new to Rosalind Russell's filmography, don't miss Gypsy, a musical where she embodies the indomitable Mama Rose, leaving a lasting impression on the genre. This film provides a glimpse into her ability to command the screen with both charisma and vulnerability. In the mystery and suspense genre, The Velvet Touch stands out. Russell's portrayal of a leading lady accused of murder adds intrigue to the story, proving her capability to excel in diverse genres. As you explore Rosalind Russell's filmography, consider Morning Becomes Electra for a taste of her adapting classic literature to the silver screen. This film showcases her ability to tackle nuanced roles. In conclusion, whether drawn to her comedic brilliance, dramatic depth, or musical talents, Rosalind Russell's filmography offers a rich array of cinematic experiences. From comedies to dramas, she has left her mark on the history of film. Rosalind Russell took on the role of Rosemary, the schoolteacher in the 1955 film Picnic. Directed by Joshua Logan, the movie also starred Betty Field as Flo Owens and Arthur O'Connell as Howard Bevins. Interestingly, both Field and O'Connell reunited the following year in another film based on a William N. G. play, Bus Stop, also directed by Joshua Logan. Eileen Heckart, who had portrayed Rosemary Sidney on Broadway, a role later assumed by Russell in the movie, also featured in Bus Stop. Notably, on February 8, 1960, Russell was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 18708 Vine Street in Hollywood, California. In the Broadway production of Auntie Mame, Russell played Mame Dennis from October 1956 to June 1958. A unique aspect of this production was the absence of any other actresses taking on the role on Broadway after Russell. Greer Garson briefly replaced her, and then Beatrice Lillie assumed the role for the London production. Russell's impact on classic Hollywood is evident not only through her diverse filmography, but also by her recognition on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Her portrayal of Mame Dennis in Auntie Mame left a lasting mark on Broadway, with no other actresses succeeding her in the role on the New York stage. In Auntie Mame, Russell's portrayal of Mame Dennis showcased her ability to command a scene. A notable moment in the film is when she uses a witty and cutting technique to interrupt and insult Mr. Babcock with a simple yet effective question nuts. This tactic mirrors an earlier instance in The Women where her character Sylvia Fowler faced a similar line of questioning after making a bold claim. It's a subtle but impactful illustration of Russell's acting skills, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. In Gypsy, she earned her 5th Golden Globe, setting a record for any performer at that time. Despite this achievement, she never won a competitive Academy Award throughout her career. The film, where she embodied the determined Rose Havoc, shows her talent and recognition in the industry. Russell's role as Mrs. Howard Fowler in The Women brought about an amusing anecdote from the wrap party. While dancing with director George Cukor, Ernst Lubitsch playfully advised her to dance with Norma Shearer if she wanted more close-ups in the picture. Russell, quick-witted as ever, seized the opportunity with a wink, taking Shearer's hand and gracefully dancing her across the floor. This incident not only showcases her ability to navigate Hollywood dynamics, but also highlights her humor and presence in the social scene. These glimpses into Russell's performances and interactions reveal a seasoned actress who could seamlessly blend humor, wit, and charm in her roles. Her achievements, including the Golden Globe record, emphasize her influence on the industry. As we continue to unravel the layers of Russell's career, we find a compelling journey marked by talent, humor, and memorable moments on and off the screen. Rosalind Russell was known for playing a wide range of characters, and one of her standout roles was in The Women. In a memorable scene with Joan Crawford, the bathtub they used was seen again 14 years later in the bandwagon during the Girl Hunt number. This shows how Hollywood often recycles props. In 1971, she took on a unique role off camera by accepting the Oscar for Best Actress in a supporting role on behalf of Helen Hayes. Hayes won the award for her role in Airport as Mrs. Ada Quansit. This act highlighted the strong support actors have for each other in celebrating successes. Her role as Dr. Susan Elaine in She Wouldn't Say Yes added another layer to her career. The film was later turned into a radio play on the Screen Directors Playhouse in 1950, with her reprising her role, showing how movies were adapted into different formats back then. Looking at her career, we see her ability not just in movies, but also in exploring various ways of storytelling. These highlights from her films and moments away from the camera give us a look into the diverse and adaptive nature of her work, reflecting the collaborative and changing landscape of classic Hollywood. Rosalind Russell's journey in classic Hollywood revealed interesting stories about the industry dynamics. In her role as Mrs. Howard Fowler in The Women, she strategically called in sick to secure top billing after a dispute with Norma Shearer. Her persistence paid off when Shearer finally relented. Moving on to Auntie Mame, Russell's portrayal of Mame Dennis earned her an Oscar nomination, alongside Peggy Cass, who received a Tony nomination for the supporting role. Cass went on to win the Tony, showcasing the success of the film both on screen and on stage. In his Girl Friday, Russell confronted director Howard Hawks about being treated as an also-ran. Her assertiveness resulted in a memorable performance, proving her ability to navigate challenges and deliver a compelling portrayal of Hildy Johnson. These instances provide glimpses into Russell's resilience and determination in the competitive Hollywood environment. Her strategic maneuvers and assertiveness highlight the complexities of her journey in the industry. In The Women, directed by George Cukor, Rosalind Russell showcased her versatility as Mrs. Howard Fowler. Advised to play Sylvia Broadley, she opted for a lighter portrayal, embracing a ridiculous approach, a decision pivotal to her reputation as a comedian. Cukor's understanding of audience perceptions played a crucial role in shaping Russell's career. Considered for the lead in Mildred Pierce, the role eventually went to Joan Crawford. Russell collaborated with Benny Barnes in several films, reflecting the cooperative nature of Hollywood during her time. In Picnic, directed by Joshua Logan, Russell played Rosemary alongside Betty Field and Arthur O'Connell. Notably, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1960, recognizing her impact on the industry. Her Broadway stint as Mame Dennis in Auntie Mame showcased her talent, with Greer Garson briefly replacing her in New York. Russell's humor and wit were evident in both The Women and Auntie Mame. A clever retort in The Women mirrored an earlier instance in Auntie Mame, showcasing her subtle yet impactful acting style. Her 5th Golden Globe for Gypsy and strategic moves at Hollywood events demonstrated her ability to navigate industry dynamics. Beyond the screen, Russell's acceptance of Helen Hayes' Oscar for Airport in 1971 highlighted the support actors had for each other. Her role as Dr. Susan Elaine in She Wouldn't Say Yes showcased her versatility in exploring different formats, including radio adaptations. Behind-the-scenes stories revealed Russell's strategic maneuvers, such as disputes with Norma Shearer over billing in The Women and confrontation with Howard Hawks in his Girl Friday. These instances underscored Russell's resilience and determination in the competitive Hollywood environment. Examining Russell's career reveals her influence extending beyond the screen. Her seamless transitions between genres, navigation of industry challenges, and support for peers showcase a seasoned actress who left a lasting impression on classic Hollywood.